Here, it's quickly become one of the premier music festivals in the region. Bunbury is in its third year of rocking the riverfront with dozens of musical acts, and Bill Donabedian has been in charge of corralling the chaos. Joins us now, and I'll tell you what, Bill, the way this thing has built, and I mean, just amazingly successful last year. How do you keep trying to go a little bigger, a little better? Is that daunting?
Well, it is because really I think it comes down to money more than anything else. You know, you have to do
things
well.
Tend to go that way,
you have to do well enough, and then you have to say, all right, we need to invest more in our artists, because when you get down to it, it's really all about the music. So it's also about building relationships. The higher level the artists, they take dates that they play very seriously, and they want to be at festivals that are credible and have large crowds, and so we're building that rapport with agents and managers and artists, and I think if we keep going the direction we're going, we'll be just fine.
Yeah, well, I think they can look and see, it would be at video footage or whatever, just how serious people are taking this festival. Not only the organizers, but the fans who show up to watch.
Yeah, they're having a great time, and it's been interesting to see how it's changed in just 3 festivals.
Right. As we look at some of the video over on the screen now, you can see people obviously enjoying themselves, and some of the acts this year, they're obviously going to enjoy as well. We can't talk about every single one of the acts. I know there's one that you've got to hold back, but let's talk about some of the headliners.
Well, we've announced Fall Out Boy and Paramore already, but Flaming Lips is one of the other headliners, and we're very excited to have them. They put on an incredible live show. And then we have undercards like Fitz and the Tantrums and Young the Giant. Young the Giant has some new music out, and I think by the time the festival rolls around, they'll be incredibly big. And then we have great locals like Foxy Shazam coming back, and
always a good time.
They kind of stole the show in year one with that stage down on the river. They did an incredible job, and if you go to the website, bunburyfestival.com, you can see the entire lineup right now. And
how much are you able to look ahead? I know it's sort of impossible to predict with any certainty, but you just said they're going to be huge. And you've sort of had that luck before where you've sort of grabbed a group, I'm sure, and kind of had them ready to perform, and then boom, they hit it big. How hard is it to try to find that group? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know. For instance, the first year of Bunbury, we had Imagine Dragons.
Right.
And they were walking around and talking to anyone, and now they're just massive. Well, we have some great people at Niederlander who do the booking for the festival, and there's some art and there's some science.
Yeah.
And you can see how bands, how they're doing. Are they gaining traction, getting more radio play? How are their sales doing? More Facebook likes? There's a lot of metrics.
Yeah.
But it is hard to know when they're going to peak, or if we love to find artists that around this time of year are releasing material and have shown growth in the past. And so there's some art and there's some science.
Well, you mentioned some of the metrics with Facebook and Twitter. I know social media is so important to this festival, and we got to do this kind of quickly, but talk about that and why social media has such a profound effect on the Bunbury Festival.
Well, we knew it was going to be important, and after our first year, we realized that almost half of our ticket sales were generated out of social media. So we've put a ton of emphasis on it, and that's why we did the launch party the way we did last night, within different cities and only giving some of the artists out and letting people use social media to have that conversation, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Very cool. I know it's going to be a great festival. Again, I know tickets are on sale as well. You can find out more information, go to local12.com, and I can't wait to find out who that other headliner is. It'll be on the way. Bill, thanks for coming in.